Happy Friday, peeps! Today I'm making 3 simple back-to-school snacks, 2 of which you can include in your child's lunches and one that's a sweet treat for after school. All 3 you can prepare ahead of time with minimal ingredients, so let's get cooking. Today I am being joined by my helper who starts school next week. Oh, and you know how I handle stress and anxiety? I like to bake when I'm stressed and anxious. So today he's helping me make some chocolate chip oatmeal bars that are great as a little treat in your kiddo's lunchbox or for an after school pick-me-up snack. So to a large bowl, we're going to add 2 cups of flour as well as a teaspoon each of baking soda, baking powder, and salt. Next, you're going to add half a teaspoon of cinnamon, but we all know how I feel about measuring cinnamon, so there's that much in there. Next, we're going to add 1.5 cups of brown sugar, and I know that seems like a lot, but this makes a 9x13 pan, and it really was not super duper sweet. But if you wanted to, you could totally half the sugar as well. Then you're going to add in 2.5 cups of old-fashioned oats, not instant or quick oats, old-fashioned. Add in 1.25 cups of melted butter. A tablespoon of vanilla. Again, I don't measure vanilla. It seems common sense. And then you're also going to want to add in 2 large eggs. This batter was quite thick, so my little helper needed some extra mama bear help. So in I came with my big guns. Just kidding, I have chicken arms and really needed an arm workout, so that worked out well. You're going to want to add in about 2.5 cups of your favorite chocolate chips. Again, who measures chocolate chips really? Add in what looks good to you. This batter is basically the base for an oatmeal cookie recipe, so if you wanted to add in raisins instead of chocolate chips, you could totally do that as well, or add in any nuts or seeds that you may enjoy in those as well. But for my kiddos, we're just doing plain chocolate chips. I sprayed my 9x13 pan with non-stick cooking spray and then added in my batter. This is super sticky. You just want to try to spread it out as best as you can. I decided to try spraying my hand with the cooking spray and then using that to pat it down, and that worked really well. You could also spray the back of your spoon if you didn't want to use your hand, but this was much quicker and it worked just fine. You're going to want to bake this in a 350 degree oven for 20 to 25 minutes, and whoo, these are ooey gooey. You're going to want to let these cool as long as you possibly can resist the smell of them because they smell amazing. And then you just want to cut them into whatever size bars you want. Now, spoiler alert, these are really sticky and wonderful, so let them cool completely if you're going to be transferring them to a container for your kiddos. Otherwise, just cut them and leave them in the pan. Alright, next up we're going to be making some healthy peach popsicles. So to my blender I added about 3 cups of frozen fresh peaches as well as half a cup to a cup, depending on how creamy you like it, of yogurt. Whatever kind of yogurt you want, I just used plain. And then I added in about 2 cups of milk. Now, depending on the size of your popsicle molds, you may need less or more of each of these ingredients. I also added in just a splash of vanilla, and then I'm going to blend this until it's all smooth. I just poured the mixture out of the Vitamix into my popsicle molds, which was easier said than done because these are very narrow popsicle molds, so it got a little messy, but that's okay, they're going to be delicious. I popped the sticks in, and we have used this popsicle mold so much that we've broken / lost 2 of the sticks, so we're just going to improvise here. I'm going to throw these in the freezer and we'll enjoy these on a hot day. I had a lot of the mixture left over, so I just threw it in a loaf pan and covered it with saran wrap and figure we'll make some peach ice cream as well. Last but not least, I really wanted to make some cinnamon chips for my son. One of his favorite things to eat is the cinnamon sugar topping when I make muffins, so I figured he would like this. So I just used a cookie cutter on a whole grain tortilla and cut out some shapes. This is totally extra. You don't have to do that. You could just cut it into triangles or strips, whatever you want. And then I brushed each star shape with melted butter, and I picked stars because he's my little kindergarten star. I'm gonna cry. Okay, melted butter is going on each one. Meanwhile, I preheated my oven to 350 degrees. Now I'm just gonna sprinkle on some cinnamon sugar, which is just, 2 or 3 tablespoons of sugar with as much or as little cinnamon as your heart desires. And then we're gonna pop these in the oven for 8 to 10 minutes. Just keep an eye on them. But these were definitely a hit. He gobbled these up so fast I couldn't even get a picture. But those are all back to school treats and snacks this week. I will see you all on Monday.